Aries, how you doing, guys? So we're here to do the 1st to the 15th of December. How you doing, Aries? Happy Christmas. Hopefully you've seen your monthly. If you'd like to check out the new channel that I have, that's a lot to do with music and stuff like that, music videos. Also, it's still is the same as the monthlies. It is called Everything, and you can find it in the link below, called Everything. Okay, so Aries. So I'm astonished by this reading, to be honest, because I'm finding it difficult to actually shuffle on camera these large cards. So I'm kind of going with the feeling of just going over them first. So, are you ready, Aries? So from the 1st until the 15th of December, you got the first card out was the Devil. But I'm picking up colic, like holic, but like colica, like a Crohn's, either like an old Crohn or a Crohn's disease. If it isn't, then I'm picking it up as like a holic, like a workaholic, like work is like work is bringing in quite a lot of money. But there's also a lot of toxicity around family as well, possibly, or a landlord, where there's things that are due or way overdue that's like one way. Or it seems to be like you own your own business or your own company and it's all coming in. It's like loads of it that's coming in. It's coming in, and there's a lot of it. But this can be someone that works extremely hard and there's a lot of it, like a lot of money. If it isn't, then it's the opposite way round, because there's a one-way street. It's kind of like, well, I've got everything that I need, I've got everything that I want, and I'm working hard for it, and I've got what I want, and I've got what I need. So there is like the... But I'm also picking up like a disease for someone as well. Like I picked up colica, or what do you call that children have? Colic or something like that. I can't quite think, sorry. But someone's trying to think as well. But the second card out that you had was another black card, which is also the Magician, which is another major arcana. So someone is constantly trying to dig up information in the past. They're trying to bring the past back to life. Someone's trying to resurrect something. Resurrect it. But on a good note, this person is like really manifesting so above, so below. And what they've got on their mind is money. It's like money's on my mind, money. Money's on my mind completely, and it is all to do with even funny money. I think even possibly funny money. I'm not sure. Sorry, that's one of my monthlies just about to come up to 30 minutes. So you might have seen that. But this is to do with like someone's digging up the past as well, like really digging things up, like going deeper into like serious amounts of money is what I'm hearing, like serious amounts of money. Because that's so the second card you got out was another major arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's destiny, whatever it is, it's supposed to be happening, it's destiny. This is getting everything favors. There's favors that are being done, given and taken, or someone's taking someone's favor. It's like it's now everything seems to be going in our favor. If it is going in your favor, you know that it's you. If it's not, it's going out of someone's favor. But whatever that is, this can be things that are due also. Like this is internet business, and whatever it is that if you do anything on the internet, this is going out worldly and widely, like wide. What I keep hearing like wide, like a wide ego as well as what I heard. It's like a wide berth. I'm hearing like a wide berth. Like I'm giving it a good good old. I don't know what I'm hearing. This is like destiny. I've never seen 3 major arcanas come out like that, so we might as well go on with the next one because you've got another one too. So you've got Libra now. Libra, which is argumentative. There's someone that can be very aggressive around you because this is a dispute that's going on about money and who owns what and a claim. When someone in your energy is saying, well, that's fair. It's like it's fair and it's fair, so we've got to do something that's more now fair. So if it's a good energy through this, if you're not arguing with somebody, because these people in this card are going at it hammer and tongue, and they are going over it and they're saying, listen, you owe me this and you owe me that, and it's like an accident waiting to happen. So someone could be claiming that you owe them some money, or that you could be claiming the fact that you are just about to receive a motherload of money from a claim, from something that happened with somebody that could be, well, it could be literally anybody, but you've really got the Devil, which is Capricorn and Libra. But it's kind of like everybody's involved. All families, all businesses, they're all merged, they're all together. And we've got to have a major sit down and talk about who owns what now, because these can be contracts that are going to be signed with other people to do with work. And they can also be contracts that are signed, sealed and delivered with landlords and stuff, where it's all now under advisement, where you might be wanting to own your company or own your business, but there might be a dispute that you have to go through with this person, because this is a go through. There's a go between and a go through, and there's a bit like, well, I don't care, I will just plow straight through you then. So if there's some kind of dispute, okay, it just seems like you're going to plow straight through it or straight into it. It's like, oh, I'm just going to go into it hammer and tongue, and I'm going to tell this person exactly what I think. Sorry, that's Aries for you. But it's like, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think and exactly what you owe me and exactly... But there's a fair energy in this as well, because I'm picking up a lot of you that it's a positive energy, but I keep picking up like positive, negative, like blood work. Someone's blood work here. This can be blood work. God, I hope it's not satanic. But I am hearing blood work, like, because I was picking up like an illness or a sickness, but that might just be the fact that you just work a lot. But there is somebody around someone, because I'm picking up bloods, and this would be doctors and lawyers and people that are studying and analysing some kind of situation to the T. And it might be that you are, but these can be people that are arguing against you for something that you need to know. Because it's like, well, I need to know what the truth is. And it's like, well, are you ready for the truth? Because if you ain't ready for the truth, then I'm going to tell you what the truth is. Because I think that you're full of SHIT. Right? or I'm picking up, I did pick up, I didn't pick up something IV, like, oh dear, like an IV test or something, an IV. I hope I didn't, possible HIV, I don't know why I had that, please don't flip, but I did hear that. But IV test, like a blood work or a blood group, or there's someone could be doing something satanic. I mean, they could be. I'm sorry, I can't tell you that for sure. But I did hear like blood, like, I don't know what I'm trying to connect with there. But then the next card out that you had was Taurus, which is another major arcana, which is another black card. And here, so you've got a complete array of masculinity, of like owning your own business and company. But this is like arguing with people over who owns what company. It's like, well, it's my company. It's not. It's like, well, because you could be going through this with like family or courts or law, because there's a lot of law that's involved and a lot of doctors. These are doctors and lawyers or solicitors, and this money, it could be like money laundering. I mean, I don't know, but it could be because it launders from here all the way through the court system or the bank. Because this is a bank and a building society. So someone could be getting a mother load and they're like, I'm going to put all of this in the bank to save up for my own business, my own department. But somebody out there could well be relating with this money laundering. Because this is like taking in your dirty washing, or someone's going to ask you about it. And it's like, mind your own business. Like, don't ask me about my business and don't ask me about what I should and shouldn't do, right? And this could be, for some of you, where this is going to court. Because it's like, this money and this devil here is the main attraction. This is the main attraction, which is money. And it's the main, it's like a fairground ride. It's like, it's the attraction. The attraction. Look, because this is like law of attraction, right? And it's like, come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me. It's like, well, I will come to you in a minute, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to say to you. So someone, because I am picking up that someone's practicing. Now, it's either a doctor's practice, or it's a practitioner, or it's a practicer. That is someone that is practicing something natural, but also some of you, it's supernatural. Like, oh my God. It is either working or it is supernatural, where someone's practicing and they're worshipping. Because this is a worshipper, or this is the church. Someone's got a problem with their church as well, like with their religion, where they're not fitting in with someone's conditioning, or because this is a claim and they're blaming someone. And it's like, well, I blame the church. It's like, well, if you blame us, then we'll blame everybody. And it's like, well, what's your problem with it? Sorry, Aries, I'm not laughing at it, but it seems that what I'm hearing is like, well, what's your problem? But someone does have a problem with their religion, or people do with their spirituality. The fact that some are spiritual, some could be religious, and they're pretty much like at the church, they're kind of like, well, you're spiritual, you shouldn't be spiritual, you should be more religious. And it's like, well, what's the religious factor? Where's Doreen and all this stuff? Well, Doreen left spirituality behind a while ago. She hadn't made a new set of cards for ages. So where are you in this deal? Because there's deals, there's dealings. There's like, there are either really good dealings or there are bad dealings. It's like the good, the bad, and the ugly, and what is going to be the turn up for it? Because someone could be turning over like a lot of money, and they're turning out a lot of money, and some of their parents or children might start getting over a dispute because they want some of it. Because whatever it is like, listen, I want some of it. So someone's going to be saying, listen, I want some of it, I'm going to square up to you. But someone's trying to square up as well, meaning like, I need to sort out and square things up first. We need to square it up first, and we need to sit down and have an amicable condition. Someone's got a condition. A condition, like, could be like an aggressive, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to say all that, but like there can be like a bipolar kind of condition with someone that 1 minute is one like half and the next minute it's another. You're like, all of a sudden you're good, and then all of a sudden you flipped out. It's like, well, but I am also picking up for some like an epileptic fit. Now that won't be for everybody, because I'm picking up like an EpiPen. That's just what I'm hearing psychically, but because it's like epic. It's like, it's an epic thing. Like, this discovery is epic. But these would be terms and conditions that have to be set by you owning your own business. So someone's going to want to know what that is, because this can be the tax office and the tax company that are going to tax you on all this money. If there's a lot of money involved, this is like trying to, like a tax evasion. Is either owning it up and saying, okay, well, we earned this much, you know, or it's like, I need to dodge this bullet, and we're just only going to tell that. Sorry, I don't mean to be giving people this information. If you're doing that, listen, if you're doing that, have at it, mate. You know, do what you want with your own money. But there is someone that might be trying to say, listen, we're just only going to tell them that we have this much, you know. We probably have a lot more, but we're only going to tell them that we have a smaller amount than what we actually really do. And that can be the tax office. And you're kind of like, well, we dodged that bullet, sweetheart. And now we can, like, there's going to be an outcome. Because this can be, this can be also like a marriage as well. That's like, oh, some of you could be arguing with your marriage partner over money, but also over like an ex-marriage as well, or someone that keeps. Some of you are arguing if you're married, and are married, because this is a commitment and a true one, and this is true and honest whether you like it or not, because it's the Justice Department. I mean, is it? Right? But this is like, I mean, I'm not laughing if you are in a complete discussion with your partner and you're arguing over this marriage. But if you are married and you are arguing with your partner, it seems like there's an amicable agreement that could well be a turn up. Like, well, we need to agree because we've got money, we've got family, we've got a commitment, we've got expenses, we've got travel expenses, we've got a house, we've got a home, we've got land, we've got, oh my God, how much have you got, Aries? The link to the description is below for the donation PayPal link or a reading. But it's kind of like, well, I'm going to do you a favour as well, because this is someone that also does people favours here, and they do a lot for someone. It can be that you do a hell of a lot for people, and a hell of a lot, but there is a dispute as well that could well be happening. But this Libra energy, just because these two people are going at it hammer and tongue, it might just be that this is fair for you, because it can be like fair and just, because you've got a lot of good cards, but major arcanas is difficult for me to really connect with what on earth's going on at the minute. But I've never seen anything with, well, definitely not with this deck, where they've all come out, major arcana, one after the other after the other. And trust me, I've shuffled this deck majorly before I started to do another lot of readings. This magician is like thinking of themselves, which is good, not if you don't relate with the person. But this magician is thinking of themselves, and they're thinking, what, like, I own my own company and I own this brand, because there's branding as well. Brandon Lee, but Brandon, but I'm branding something and I'm going to sell it, and we're branding it as a company and a label, an actual label. Beam? Oh, you might watch Casey Neistat. All right, Casey, if you're watching. But Beam? It's like Beam. I heard Beam. Wow, I'm going really cold. Beam Company. I hope you watch Casey Neistat. If you do watch him, say hi. He lives in New York. Well, no, he doesn't. He's moved now. Right? But I heard Beam, like, own a company, and now it's seen. It's sold. It's sold as seen. Someone's like sold and seen, but someone could also be, like, it could be a grandparent as well, because I don't want to relate to what I heard through that. But obscene, like absurd. This is absurd amount. There's an absurd. Or this is, someone could be very strict in their approach to work, and it's like a complete work ethic. And it's work ethic, work ethic, work ethic, work ethic. But there might be a somebody in your energy that interferes with that, and that when they do, you don't like it, which I don't. I don't. I strive for perfection when I do what I do, and I do. You know, I just can't help that as part of it. But there is somebody that when you strive for perfection, that what you want to do yourself, there might be someone around you that does not like that, that pushes your buttons, that makes you react, because these two people are reacting to something that was done or said. So because of that, there is some kind of dispute around this energy as well here. But they are very good, powerful energies to have. But I think a lot of this is a dispute with doctors, because this is a doctor that's trying to teach you about that what's right is right, and that we have to do things the right way, and it has to be common. It can be, I heard common law as well, a law degree for somebody. But I'm also picking up like common law man and wife, where you might not be married, but you would be common law, meaning that you've been together for a long time, and then you have to tell the government that you're living with one another. And if, well, I don't know if that's in America, but in Britain, if you've lived with someone for a long period of time, you're classed as common law man and wife. So pretty much you haven't got a certificate, but you're classed as that because you live in the same home. So there's a bit like that. So there might be some kind of fear, as what I'm now hearing, that someone might be moving in, and you're having to tell the government that this person is going to be living with you, because there's a living quarters and a living space. And because of that living quarters and living space, this would be either people that need to be told about that, or it would be a mother or a matriarch, the person that owns the company or the building, has to know about it. But if it isn't a mother or father or someone or child or something, it would be the government. If it's a long time standing relationship, then because it is a bit like that common law. But I also picking up like law abiding. It has to be law, and it has to be legit. Or someone's trying to go legit, but it's like someone might not want them to. It's like, we can't go legit just yet, or we can't go public, because this is public, and something might go out public, or someone wants to go out into the public here. They want to put it out publicly that they're together. But it might cause some arguments around the family, because people are wanting to go public about it. So there might be disagreements with other people, like out here, like people that don't agree with it. But we need to do it publicly, and we need to do it more legit in order for us to be able to get married, or in order for us to be able to really settle down. We need to do everything legit. So everything has to be on point, and everything has to be on T. But it seems like it is being looked at by you and by other parties as well, because there are other parties that I'm feeling through this, other parties. Because that can be a major involvement with people that are not all going to be in agreement with what it is that you have to do or say. And because of that, this magician is still to the point like, well, I don't really care. You know, I don't care. This is my company and my business and my home. And if you want to live in my home or you want to live in our department, then you've got to follow the rules and you've got to keep the noise down, right, as well. Stop yelling and screaming. You've got to keep the noise down. So this might be that wherever you're living, there might be a dispute with the landlord that's saying, keep the noise down, right? Keep the noise down. But if this is someone that's just moving in with you, this is a little bit like eggshells maybe around someone that's trying to whisper like a sound of silence, because I can hear like a sound of the sound of silence, the sound of silence. Because I'm picking up some of this is court, where it's like silence in court. Don't keep screaming at one another, right? If you are screaming at one another, if you're climbing the walls, because I'm hearing like climbing the walls, breaking the walls down, like banging on the wall. Someone is like, "Doof, doof, doof, will you shut up?" Right? I don't know. Is that right, Aries, or not? I don't know. But like, will you shut up? Will you stop screaming? It's kind of like, not so loud. I can't pay attention to what you're saying when you're screaming. Some people might take offence with what you do for a job, but I don't think it really bothers you, Aries, to be honest. I think you're just carrying on regardless, because these can be all new contracts that you're going to sign, seal and deliver to be yours. It's like, signed, sealed and delivered, I'm yours. But signing documents and signing leases and publicising stuff and it going very much in your favour, definitely. But it just, there's going to be a few people that don't like it. Well, that's Mr. Smith out the Matrix. Not everyone likes it. You can never always fit in with everybody. You're going to have criticism wherever you go. Trust me, I have criticism on this channel. But carry on regardless. You know, you have to. Because it's a written right here, definitely as well. It's a written path and it's written for... Well, your life is general, you know. Whatever you want to do for yourselves, you've got the right to do it. So... you have to experience your karma, because regardless or not, you can't run from it, because it'll just catch up with you, you know. So there's someone that's trying to pay their dues as well and trying to make it. It's like, I'm trying to pay my dues to make it, and I need to pay my own way. But you might be saying to them, listen, if you want to live here, you've got to pay your own way. So it might be children, and you're saying, look, you can live here, but in order to do it now, because you are a responsible adult, you're going to have to start to pay your own way. Or that can be another person that's come into the possible dynamic, because this would be a family cycle, because I'm picking up like a circle of people as well. Okay, so we're going to clarify everything over on the other side. We're going to look at these and see exactly what's going on, because I just realised I've just talked for nearly 30 minutes. So we're going to clarify these, overturn these, clarify these ones, and then we're going to clarify with this deck to give you the second layer, just like the monthlies. Yes, and then we'll do the... but you can find it on Vimeo or Patron. Patron gives you access to 4 different lots of readings. It's more cost effective. If not, you can find it over on Vimeo, and this one will be in the weekly folder, the bi-weekly folder. But Patron gives you access to another lot of readings, 2 lots more. But that will be the soulmate and deeper look into their life and what's going on with them. That gives me a more perspective, depth of field to look into what's actually going on with your partner as well, so you can relate that to other things. And then we look into thoughts and feelings. But this is for your first half of December. Hopefully you have a great Christmas. I'll hopefully still see you back again. But we'll clarify everything and see what's going to happen in the second layer. Okay? All right, Aries, thanks very much, and I'll catch you again soon. Peace.